Welcome to the OTOP series, and it stands for One Target, One Purpose. On every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Singapore time or Hong Kong time, we're going to share with you one very potential counter that could come from all over the world, any exchanges around the world. Alright, it could be a stock market, it could be FX, or it could be ETF, it could be a futures product, it could be anything. So stay tuned with us. Monday morning, 9 a.m. Lock on to us, subscribe, and I shall be back. Hey. Once again, we are back here for the OTOP series on every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Hong Kong time or Singapore time. And this week, we are moving into the OTOP 62, and that's for the week 11 October year 2021. Alright, so before we move on to this week, as usual, let's do a small revision on what we actually talked about last week and also what happened on last Friday. Well, on last Friday, if we look at this screen here, all right, on the US market, there wasn't much movement in Dow Jones, S&P, and Nasdaq here. But last week, well, I think the US market actually fell on the first part of the week, but recovered on Thursday and Friday. All right, basically, it's because of the US Senate has reached an agreement, all right, to increase the debt ceiling limit in the US government by $480 billion US, and that will enable the US government to pay the bills up to 3rd of December. All right, 3rd of December. But that's a little bit disappointing because we are expecting the debt ceiling to be raised, which will last until at least perhaps over 6 months to 8 months, and that will be until first quarter of next year. So with this debt ceiling of only $480 billion US, actually it is below the expectation. And followed by on last Friday, what we see here is the US job report was pretty poor. Okay, and the job report was 194,000 payrolls in September compared to 500,000 expectation. Let me find out the news here. Right, this is it. All right, and it is the data was way below the expectation, and well, in our personal opinion, that will give the US government more excuses to print money or to push out the financial stimulus earlier, which we foresee it will be coming in October. In fact, I think it has been long awaited since September, and the US government has been dragging this matter, all right, which we foresee that is coming soon, and that's in October this month, year 2021. All right, so we have a weak job report, and we're expecting financial stimulus, and with a debt ceiling being raised only until December. All right, what we're going to see is eventually there'll be some fear in the market, and once the solution is being pushed out into the market by printing more monies, I think well, we feel that October there should be some swings in the market trend, but eventually it is still prone to bullish trend. All right, so let's move on to what we mentioned last week. And last week we were talking about the pound dollars, because last week was a tough week and we found it very hard to recommend any counter. So those who actually have been looking at pound dollars last week, actually the profit was pretty small, but in fact the market was quite firm and without falling. All right, so this week I think you might as well get out of pounds, and OTOP 62 is right here in front of your eyes, and we are going to show you something spectacular which is not in US market, neither in Hong Kong market. Well, for this OTOP 62 11 October year 2021, we have discovered well, the Singapore STI index to be pretty bullish and at the beginning of moving up on the recovery. All right, so this is the Singapore Straits Times Index. On last week, Thursday and Friday, there had been crossing up, all right, on the momentum, on the exponential moving averages, and the prices have been coming up All right, on this index is an ETF index, and on a 4-hour chart, also we could see the beginning of an up move. So what are we going to pick on Singapore stocks for this week, 11 October, is very crucial. And of course, we want to fall back safely into the financial net of looking at the component stocks or STI. All right. So out of the component stocks, of course, largely speaking, we always favor the three banks, which is the DBS, UOB, or OCBC. But this week, we are just particularly going to talk about OCBC because OCBC Bank is the smallest among the three local banks in Singapore, and also the price are lower. And the third reason is it has been always epitomized by most of the investors when bank shares in Singapore are growing up. Okay, take a look at this OCBC. I don't think I have to explain a lot of reasons once you look at this chart, and it's pretty sure that the market is prone to bullish sentiment this week rather than bearish sentiment. All right, very quickly on this day chart itself, we could see that, well, the market has been consolidating, all right, but the crossing of EMA 4 and 20 has been revealed, all right, and the momentum is also pretty neutral. Everything points up to the north. If this week the STI ETF starts to move up, I think OCBC Bank is a good try, good attempt. Okay, on the 4-hour chart, well, I think that is a double confirmation on the crossings of the EMA as well as the momentum, well, which is, I think, pretty good. So now, if you are looking into an entry in OCBC Bank, I think anywhere in this region from 1160 Sing dollars to, from 1150 to 1160, I think it's a good try. All right, then of course on the way going up, well, we have the EMA 200 averaging line here. Okay, but I'm not looking at this top. In fact, I'm looking at a possibility of filling up this gap here. All right, that was in the mid-August. So on the uptrend, the upside room, we could be looking at 1230. Okay, I think that's a pretty good potential of looking at this profit room. If anyone wishes to take a look at OCBC Bank, of course, on the cut loss point and the risk control, I think 1140 is a good price for you to cut loss if you happen not to get any good run in this OCBC Bank. All right, so very quickly again, less than 10 minutes is all we need you to spend with us on every Monday morning in this OTOP episode. And this is OTOP 62. Share with us, like us, and share this video with those people around you. All right, so everybody could learn more. And I was saying earlier, share with us your comments and write down at the bottom if you want to write anything that you wish to find out. Let us know, and definitely we'll come back to you. All right, DW World Equity Time, and for 11 October year 2021. Thank you very much for watching us, and stay tuned next Monday. I shall be back.